Alright, in this video I'm going to go through some of my old footage and show you exactly how I repaired some of the trim boards I used around the door. This way it can actually save you a lot of money in the future instead of buying new, how to fix it and you won't even notice it. This is the board I'm going to end up using for that backside where the hinge is going to be, but you can see it has a spot here for a door latch. I have two of these boards, but they both have the same thing, so this is what I'm going to use because it seems like it has a little bit less stain on it. But what I'm going to do is cut this down to the 77 inches that I need, and the piece that's on the end down here, I'll use that to actually cut out a piece and fill in this hole to make it kind of blend together. So now let's get this over to the miter saw and we'll get it cut. So now I got my piece cut off. So I got this cut off of the end down here. I got both ends cut, so the fresh cuts on each end. Now I got to decide how I want to do this middle, because I can either take this all the way through and just put a whole new chunk in there, or I can take it partially down and put this in. So I got to decide how I want to do that yet. And then from the looks of it, I think I might just take it down a little bit and then put a filler or go across. That way I can kind of have something behind it to hold it. But I'll figure that out, and then once I get it done, I'll come back and show you what I did. So I figured out how I'm going to do it. All right, I actually got a piece cut from the other one, and I have the notch here. So let me show you. So here's where it's cut. Here's my piece. You can see this is much bigger than what I need. So what I'm going to do to make my life easier is I'm actually going to mark this out. So this is going to be a little bit wider. I'm going to use my little plunge rider I have here to actually take this down about half the thickness of the board. Then once that's all down, I'll just come back and sand this flush, cut that, sand that flush, and then hopefully that grain should actually match pretty close to what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and once I'm finished with that, we'll come back and I'll show you how we look. All right, I got my little block. I just sanded off the finish on this side so that way the glue can stick to it a little bit better. I did get my part notched out here, so you can see I did this with the router, and then I went around and I cleaned my edges up with my little X-Acto knife to make sure they were nice and sharp. So I did make sure this fits in here nice and snug, so that's in there tight, and you can see how much extra I'm going to have on everything. And I did this so if I messed up my edge and had to go back a little bit more, I had more I could keep going back with this. So now that we have that in there, we're going to go ahead and get some glue in there. We're going to get this clamped and let it dry. See, we got it clamped. And I do have, you can see this little stuff here. This is actually sawdust that's stuck in the wood glue. So what I do is I fill in the hole with some, wood glue, and then basically pack it full of sawdust. So that way it actually conforms and it looks like wood. You can actually buy, and I do have some of like wood putty and stuff like that to fill in lines, but I find this method actually works pretty well, especially when you're doing it right from the get-go, repairing a piece like this. So that's what we're going to do. We went ahead and put the piece on here, have it clamped. I have this on the other side so no glue comes out onto my work table. The glue is here. I did get some sawdust from cutoffs from the same wood and packed it into this and in the holes and everything else. So that way it should, in theory, all blend together, and hopefully you won't really be able to tell that I did a patch there. All right, so we got this all done. It's all glued. It's actually been sitting here for like a day or two now. So now we're gonna go ahead and get the clamps and everything off, and then we'll show you what we're gonna use to take this off. All right, get the clamp off. To the side. Get that off. And you can see even on this back side here, I actually did fill this with some sawdust and some glue. So now this is actually pretty firm in there too, so I don't have to worry about a hole behind my patch. So what I'm going to use to take this off, not everybody has one of these, but this is a little planer. I'm just going to set my depth for 0 and take this down till it's flush with this. Then we'll go into the sanding. Like I said, to make sure this is set, pretty much what I'm looking at here is I'm going on the top, and this is where you look for your depth. And I want to go with a 0 depth. This little lever here is which side you want to shoot the chips out of. And since I don't have the vacuum hooked up, I'm going to actually shoot them towards you. Now we're done with this. We're gonna go ahead and get this put away, get this cleaned up, and then we'll be back and we'll get the next step. All right, now that we have this kind of down close, I don't have it flush because I don't want to actually damage my blades on this. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get out the sander. If you don't have one of those tools, you can actually do the same thing by just sanding it down or actually getting the saw and just try to cut this off a little bit. So that's up to you. But even on this side, I did the same thing. It's not flush, but it's close. So my blades aren't getting gummed up on anything here. So now we're gonna get the sander set up. And then after that, we'll get going on this. Forgot the vacuum. Now we'll go ahead. Now it's shut down. So now you can see, let me bring it in here for a close-up. You can see it right here, but it's not very much at all. It's nice and smooth, and it actually, the grain texture does look like it blends in. All right, so now let's go get this piece put up. So you can see right here is the piece that I put in. So if you look close, you can see it. But if you're just, coming in here, you're never going to notice that that's there unless you know to look for it. All right, just want to show you real quick what that patch looked like after we got the stain put on. So now if you look, you can't really even see where it was. So let's go down through, and it's actually right here. So it's very hard to see it. You can see a little bit of an edge right there, but I would say that blends in really well. I hope that helped you out. If it does, give me a like, a comment. Feel free to share this. If you have any suggestions on how to do it better, leave them down below. But hopefully you found something useful in this. Till next time. I hope that helped you out. If it does, give me a like, a comment. Feel free to share this. If you have any suggestions on how to do it better, leave them down below. But hopefully you found something useful in this. Till next time.